Hi, it's Eldeen from the Mind Bodies Project. Welcome back to day number 6. So these 20 questions regarding anxiety and depression, so questions I've been asked. So let's go into it then. So question number 6, why is there so much stigma attached to mental health? Right. Why is there so much stigma attached to mental health? Look at the news. What happened the other day? There's a shooting, and then they went and put mental health issues with killing, on news. This influences people, this sort of stuff. Because that straight away puts an emotion. All that does is give it an emotion. There's people who are angry or fearful, and while they're in that state, the news has then put mental health as that as well. So it's put mental health and this feeling, negative association. So that's what's happened there. Which is why when I go out and do the things I do, I say that the way that I look at mental health is that it's more of a personal development issue. You just need to learn some things, and that's it. You do things in this way, and you need to learn them to do them this way. This is the way that I see it, and that's the way that I promote it along. But that is why you'll see people, when you have it's a negative association with it because of how it's portrayed, especially in the news and on TV a lot of the time. So that's why, and it's, get away, it's a problem. So it's just a negative emotion for people as well. So that's unfortunately that's why it's there. It doesn't need to be, and that's what the thing is. The other thing as well is that I've changed, rather than saying mental health, because I don't believe it's mental health. I believe it's mind-body health. So that's what I go around with. That it's mind-body health. Because whatever you do with your mind affects your body. Whatever you do with your body affects your mind. It's exactly the same thing to me. And this has been scientifically proven in the 80s. Yet we're still just trying to separate things. But unfortunately, it's been portrayed on the media in that way. And therefore, people are scared. They've got a negative association with it. So therefore, even though you may do the awareness campaigns and things, and as I said, I can say for sure that it's just people need a bit to learn some things. People need to develop. People need to personal development. That's all it is to me. That's how I go out and see it and sort of preach it. Mind, body, health. It's just about learning how to do things in a certain way and how to make sure that you're feeling good in certain situations, and teaching people how to feel good. Because it's not just people who have been diagnosed as something. There are people out there who haven't been diagnosed as things that have the same sort of issues as those with mental health issues. So it's just a matter of going out there and actually giving a message. It's mind, body, health, and it's about personal development. It's about how to learn to do things so you get so you feel good and you start working towards your dreams. You start focusing on that. Unfortunately as well, when you go and see a lot of the media stuff, it always talks about the negatives, always talking about problems. Rather than talking about solutions, it's always talking about problems. Focusing on problems. And when you're focusing on problems, people don't really want to focus on problems. They want to focus on solutions. They like solutions because that makes them feel good. It makes them get somewhere. They're going somewhere. But there's a lot of focus on problems and how bad things are, and like the language that is used is really unconsciously it gives a negative association as well. I mean, when I've done some of the therapy courses and the CBT stuff, it was all focused on the language that is used, because language is extremely important to the unconscious mind, because it puts in images and things inside of you and feelings inside. So depending on what words you're using, it's depending on what experience you're going to have. And because you're having a bad experience, because when I'm doing some of these courses, I don't really want to, as I said, I don't really want to be that near them. That's why I love the NLP and the hypnosis and things like that, because the language is really good and it's empowering, and it's actually creating really good states, so you actually feel really good whilst you're doing it. There was a belief, I think Richard Bandler was talking about it, that in therapy they believe that you have to feel bad to change, and that's just completely nonsense. You feel good to change, and it's about building like really good habits, so you actually feel good. That's essentially what you want to do. That's the direction you want to head in. It's feeling good. So it's the language, it's the news media that are putting thoughts into your head, that are really creating a negative association, neuro association with mental health, and that's the reason why there's a stigma attached to it.